Intel Corporation, stock analysis. General overview and trend. Intel stock exhibited a volatile but overall bullish trend over the 3-month period, with significant fluctuations. The opening price starts at $20.12 on April 28th and peaks at $23.63 on July 10th, but closes at $20.70 on July 25th, reflecting a net gain of approximately 2.88% from the initial open. The stock experiences a steady rise in May, peaking at $22.355 on May 13th, followed by consolidation and a sharp rally in June, reaching $22.69 on June 24th. A notable decline occurs on July 25th, with the open dropping to $20.675, driven by a massive volume spike of 245.16 million shares. The trend shows periods of accumulation, sharp corrections, and recoveries, with increased volatility in June and July. Price and volume dynamics. The stock's price ranges from $19.31, low on May 30th, to $24.04, high on July 10th. Daily volume averages between 50 and 100 million shares, with significant spikes on May 12th, 94.58 million, June 10th, 171.46 million, July 2nd, 138.25 million, and July 25th, 245.16 million. The June 10 spike aligns with a rally from $20.50 to a high of $22.44, indicating strong buying interest. The July 25th volume surge, the highest in the period, coincides with a sharp drop from an open of $20.675 to a low of $20.36, suggesting heavy selling pressure or a major catalyst, possibly earnings related. Volume spikes correlate with key price movements, reflecting institutional or retail-driven activity. Moving averages. On July 25th, the 5-day SMA is $22.664, and the 5-day EMA is $22.2637, indicating a recent downward correction. The 10-day SMA, $22.813, and EMA, $22.6071, show the price below the short-term trend, signaling bearish momentum. The 20-day SMA, $22.836, and EMA, $22.5626, confirm the price is below the medium-term trend, while the 50-day EMA, $22.3581, and 75-day EMA, $21.8054, suggest alignment with longer-term averages. The price is positioned below shorter-term moving averages, with a slight bearish crossover. 5-day EMA below 10-day EMA indicates short-term weakness, though proximity to longer-term EMAs suggests potential support. Technical indicators. Momentum indicators. RSI 14 on July 25th. RSI is 37.38, indicating oversold conditions after dropping from 63.69 on July 10th. This suggests potential for a reversal or bounce. Stochastic K 15 at 52.01. With stochastic D at 59.50, the indicator shows neutral momentum, down from 83.30 on July 11th, reflecting a cooling trend. Williams percent R 14 at minus 90.76. The stock is deeply oversold, reinforcing RSI's signal for a potential rebound. MFI 14 at 49.69. The money flow index indicates neutral money flow, with no extreme accumulation or distribution. Trend indicators. MACD. On July 25th, MACD is 0.1989, with a signal line of 0.4326, yielding a negative histogram, minus 0.2337, signaling bearish momentum after a bullish peak on July 10th, MACD 0.6506. ADX 14 at 31.16. The ADX indicates a moderate trend strength, down from 35.36 on July 11th, suggesting the bearish move is losing conviction. A Ruan oscillator at minus 78.57, with a run down at 100 and a run up at 56. It reflects bearish sentiment, with recent lows dominating. Volatility indicators. ATR 14 at 0.8893. Volatility is elevated, reflecting large price swings, particularly on July 25th, $0.685 range. Bollinger Bands. The upper band is $24.2423, middle at $22.836, and lower at $21.4297. The open price of $20.675 is well below the lower band, indicating significant oversold conditions. PSAR at $23.8039 above the price, it confirms the bearish trend. Linear regression. A linear regression model on open prices from April 28th to July 25th yields a slope of approximately 0.0052, indicating a daily average price increase of $0.0052. The R-square value of 0.58 suggests a moderate linear trend, impacted by volatility in June and July. Projecting forward, the model estimates an open price of approximately $20.72 for July 28th, assuming the trend persists. Predicted opening price for July 28, 2025, combining the linear regression estimate, $20.72, with technical indicators. The predicted opening price for July 28th is between $20.50 and $21. The oversold RSI 37.38 and Williams percent R minus 90.76, coupled with a price below the bottom of the lower band, suggest a potential bounce. However, the bearish MACD histogram and high volume on July 25th, 245.16 million, indicates selling pressure, likely tempering any immediate recovery. The close price of $20.70 supports a slightly higher open, moderated by the SARS bearish signal. Support and resistance levels. Resistance. Key levels are $22.60, July 24th high, $23.13, July 16th high, and $23.78, July 15th high. The current price, $20.70, is 1.90 below the nearest resistance at $22.60. Support. Key levels are $20.36, July 25th low, $19.85, June 5th low, and $19.31, May 30th low. The price is 0.34 above the nearest support at $20.36, indicating limited downside buffer before testing lower supports. Estimated intraday high and low for July 28th, using the ATR 14 of 0.8893. Starting from predicted open of $20.75, the estimated intraday high is $21.64, $20.75 plus 0.8893, and the low is $19.86, $20.75, 0.8893. These align with resistance at $22.60 and support at $19.85, suggesting a potential trading range of $1.78. Possible scenarios for July 28th. Bullish scenario. If buy momentum resumes with volume above 100 million and RSI rising above 40, the open could reach $21, testing resistance at $22.60. A breakout above $22.60 could target $23.13, supported by oversold conditions. Bearish scenario. Continued selling pressure, signaled by volume above 150 million and stochastic K below 50, could push the open to $20.50, with a drop to support at $19.85 or $19.31 if negative catalysts persist. Neutral scenario. Most likely, given the oversold RSI and moderate ADX, the price opens around $20.75, trading sideways between $20.36 and $21.64, awaiting a catalyst like market news or post-earning sentiment. Additional insights. The July 25th volume spike, 245.16 million, is the highest in the period, dwarfing the previous peak on June 10th, 171.46 million, and aligns with a 12.2% drop from the July 24th close, $22.63 to $20.70. This suggests a significant event, possibly earnings disappointment or sector-wide selling. The Arun down at 100 and price below the bottom of the lower band reinforced bearish sentiment, but the oversold RSI, 37.38, and Williams percent R, minus 90.76, indicate a potential reversal. The stock's volatility, e.g., 6.7% drop on May 30th, highlights its sensitivity to news and market sentiment.